Do you think it's possible to look like you're in your early 40s when you're actually 64 and 59 years old? And no, this story isn't about plastic surgery or miracle supplements. Today, I want to tell you about a couple from Korea who have been together for almost 35 years, and somehow they seem to look younger with every passing year. Their lifestyle isn't magic. It's not luck. It's a system of daily choices, and there are many things we can learn from it. He is 64 years old. She is 59. They met when she was 22 and he was 27, and they have now been together for nearly 3.5 decades. According to them, they don't feel like people who are well past 50. What makes their story interesting is that they were never professional athletes. They didn't grow up competing in sports. They don't have shelves full of medals, and they didn't build their health during their youth. What they have today is the result of decisions they made later in life, as adults. When their children grew up and their careers became stable, they asked themselves a very simple question: what comes next? And the answer they found was shared physical development. They started going to a fitness club together several times a week, and they even call these workouts their dates. For them, it isn't just a trip to the gym. It's time spent together, without phones, without distractions, without rushing. This simple habit helps reduce chronic stress, and lower stress levels mean lower inflammation in the body. And inflammation, as many studies show, is closely linked to the aging process. Training together also creates a strong hormonal effect. Strength training helps stimulate the production of growth hormone and helps maintain insulin sensitivity. After the age of 50, muscle mass naturally begins to decline if it isn't trained. This gradual loss of muscle is one of the reasons many people feel weaker or less stable as they age. Their workouts focus on basic movements: squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and body weight exercises. But what matters most is not the complexity of the exercises, it's how they perform them. They usually train in a moderate repetition range of 8 to 12 repetitions, paying close attention to technique and controlled movement. This approach protects the joints while still sending a clear signal to the body: we are still active, we are still needed. In addition to gym workouts, they also train at home. These home sessions are shorter, usually 20 to 30 minutes. They use resistance bands, planks, push-ups, and balance exercises. Balance training becomes especially important after the age of 55. These exercises strengthen the deep, stabilizing muscles and reduce the risk of falls, which unfortunately become one of the major causes of reduced quality of life in older adults. Their day usually begins with morning stretching. Not aggressive stretching, but gentle, dynamic movements for about 10 to 15 minutes. Shoulder rotations, light bends, hip movements, simple exercises that wake up the joints. Morning movement helps activate the lymphatic system, improves the mobility of the fascia, and reduces stiffness after sleep. It's not just stretching, it's a way to maintain the elasticity of tissues that naturally lose flexibility with age. You could say that flexibility is youth in its purest form. After this short morning routine, they prepare breakfast together. And this is where another important secret appears: their diet. Their meals are built around natural foods, but without extreme restrictions. They eat plenty of berries, fruits, and vegetables, and they do so very consciously. For example, they eat berries almost every day, but always in moderate portions. Blueberries, raspberries, Strawberries, all rich in anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that support both vascular health and brain health. But they don't cover the berries with sugar or turn them into desserts. Most often, they simply add them to natural yogurt or to morning oatmeal. Vegetables appear in every meal, and they try to vary the colors. They follow what nutritionists often call the rainbow on the plate principle. Green vegetables provide folate and magnesium. Orange vegetables supply beta-carotene. Purple foods contain polyphenols. This colorful approach helps support the gut microbiota. And a healthy gut isn't just about digestion. It also influences immunity and even the condition of the skin. Another interesting detail is that they rarely eat until they are completely full. They stop eating when they feel about 80% satisfied. This reduces stress on the pancreas and helps prevent sharp spikes in blood sugar. They also try to avoid constant snacking. Usually there are 4 to 5 hours between meals, which allows the body to switch into a state of metabolic flexibility and use stored fat for energy when needed. Protein is another important part of their diet. After the age of 50, protein needs often increase if we want to maintain muscle mass. They regularly include fish, eggs, legumes, and sometimes lean meat in their meals. They also try to spread protein throughout the day rather than eating most of it at dinner. This helps the body absorb amino acids more efficiently and supports tissue repair. They drink enough water, but they do not force themselves to drink excessive amounts. Instead, they pay attention to their overall well-being and simple signs like the color of urine. They enjoy coffee in the morning, but they avoid drinking it after 2 p.m., so it doesn't interfere with sleep. And sleep is something they take very seriously. They usually go to bed at the same time each night. During sleep, the body restores hormonal balance and tissues begin the process of regeneration. But their lifestyle is not only about physical health. They spend a lot of time with their family. They have both a daughter and a son, and their children are also physically active. Supporting their children and staying connected as a family creates a sense of belonging and purpose. That feeling helps reduce levels of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Chronic stress is known to accelerate skin aging, damage blood vessels, and increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. A warm relationship isn't just emotional, it's also physiological. They support each other and try to resolve conflicts quickly. They don't allow resentment to build up over time. Long-term resentment creates constant internal tension. Their rule is simple: discuss problems early and openly. This approach protects emotional well-being, and emotional well-being is deeply connected to physical health. They also pay attention to how they present themselves. They enjoy dressing well and don't follow stereotypes about age-appropriate clothing. Why does that matter? Because appearance influences how a person feels about themselves. When someone feels confident and relevant, they move differently, communicate differently, and see the world differently. Psychology affects biology much more strongly than many people realize. They also love traveling together. Travel introduces new places, new routes, and new activities. In many ways, it acts as a workout for the brain. New experiences help create new neural connections, which can slow cognitive aging. Even the simple act of planning a trip activates brain regions involved in motivation and memory. Sometimes they even sing together. And that might sound like a small thing, but it has real benefits. Singing improves breathing function trains the diaphragm and increases oxygen delivery to tissues. When people sing together, the body releases endorphins, hormones that create feelings of joy and strengthen emotional bonds. And now we come to the most important point. Many people might say that this couple simply has good genetics. But if genetics were everything, we wouldn't see people with excellent family health histories who still look exhausted and unhealthy by the age of 55. Genes provide potential, but potential alone isn't enough. Without movement, without good nutrition, without discipline, that potential never fully appears. If we don't train our bodies or care for our health, no genetics can protect us from sarcopenia, insulin resistance, or loss of bone density. The real secret of this couple isn't extreme diets or complicated biohacks. Their secret is consistency. They turned health into part of their relationship. They have workout dates together. They cook breakfast together. They laugh together. And as the years pass, they don't simply grow older, they grow stronger. Youth is not just a number on a passport. It's a combination of muscle mass, flexibility, mental clarity, hormonal balance, and emotional connection. This Korean couple is living proof that after 50, life doesn't slow down. In many ways, it's just beginning for people who are willing to take action. Friends, what do you think about this couple? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this story interesting, please like the video and subscribe to the channel Dr. William Harris. Thank you for watching.